Hello guys, welcome back to our channel BioLab, and this is VAMSI. So in yesterday's lecture, in the previous lecture, we have started the neural control and coordination chapter, and I have given you the introduction for it. And in today's lecture, we will be talking more detailed about this neural control and coordination, and we'll be more talking about the nervous system in this chapter basically. And in today's video, we'll be starting it. And also I want to make you an announcement that I am soon going to start my whiteboard videos. My whiteboard is going to set up there. The setup is happening. I am making the setup and the lighting setup. So it takes today it will complete today, and from next video you will be getting the whiteboard videos. On whiteboard I will be teaching standing. So that's, I hope that will be more perfect for for understanding the lectures than this one. Yes, let's start guys without any further ado. Nervous system. Generally when we think of this name here, we get to know about neurons. Yeah, in movies we see the animated structures, neurons. There are something like this. Sorry, 1 minute. They are having many branches. They are fibrous, like a starfish like shaped thing here. 1 minute. A starfish shaped thing in the center, and then a long tube like, and again it branches, and from these endings other branches, and this will be connected into other neuron. So somewhat like this we have seen in some science fiction or movies, or some movies like this. These are called neurons or nerve cells. They are called as neurons or nerve cells. Okay, the neural system works with the help of neurons. The neural system works with the help of neurons. So you can therefore say that neurons are the structural and functional units of nervous system. Neural system or nervous system, you call it both the ways. We'll be generally talking as nervous system. Neurons are the point to remember here. Neurons are the structural and functional units of nervous system. Got it? Hope you understand what is meant by structural and functional. Functional, all the functions of nervous system are carried out by neurons. Neurons at the very basic level, they conduct nerve impulses from one place to other place, and while conducting these nerve impulses, they can cross through a gap or no. We will be talking about it a little later in the later videos, called as synapse. So those are called as synapses, general synapses, and the other one electrical synapses. They will the electrical synapses will not have the gaps. But before that, before everything, neurons are the structural and functional units of nervous system. You can also call them as the cells of nervous system. Yeah, basic language. Cells are the structural and functional units of our body, and neurons are the structural and functional units of nervous system. So therefore neurons are the cells of nervous system, we can call them. Next one is, these are highly specialized cells. They are specialized cells. They are specially designed for some processes called, they are specialized cells in order to perform three processes. In order to perform mainly three processes: detection, transmission, transmission and receiving. receive. They detect, transmit, receive, or you can say in the other way, they detect, receive and transmit nerve impulses. So they are for specialized functions, they have specialized functions for detection, transmission and receiving. So these three are the specialized functions done by neurons of the nervous system. And the most important thing and most interesting thing to be noted here is nervous system is found from the lower invertebrates itself. Like from the hydra itself, we can see the nervous system. But there the nervous system is not that developed, not that developed in hydra. But whereas coming from in hydra, insects and mammals, or you can say vertebrates simply, the complexity of nervous system is going on increasing, has coming on increasing. Hydra has less complex nervous system, just a nerve network called as plexus is present there. Coming to insects, they have brains, a set of neuron, a brain and a set of neurons. But whereas coming to these vertebrates, they have the most complex nervous system. They have the most complex nervous system. And interestingly, in vertebrates in humans, and we can say this is something I wanted to add. In humans itself, the most complex brain structure is present in Einstein. Einstein's brain was more complex than the regular human brain. Yeah, someone, that all happened. We all know the story. Someone robbed it, they have cut into 240 pieces or so, then he researched. Yeah, that all went legally. He got permission for research from Einstein's family itself. So let's not go into that way. Let's not divert. Let me write here the complexity order of neural system coming from hydra to humans. Let us see. In invertebrates, okay, let us use yellow color. First coming to invertebrates. Vertebrates. Yeah, correct only. Invertebrates, example hydra. Insects, arthropoda. Insects. Next one is vertebrates. In our NCERT, we have a comparison between these three, so we will be seeing the comparison between these only. You are not able to see the vertebrates full wide, so let us use the lasso tool and get it here. No. Okay, these three we have the comparison in NCERT, so we will be looking at these. First of all, coming to invertebrates, they have very simple nervous system. They have only a group of neurons, only a group of neurons. You can also call them as they form nerve net. It is also called as plexus. Hydra like animals have plexus. Remember these, they can ask you in your examinations. Next, coming to arthropoda, they have brain. From here they have brain, but the brain is not well developed. They have brain, but the brain is not well developed, along with some ganglia. We'll be talking about it in the further videos. And neurons, ganglia neurons. These are about arthropoda. Now let's move on to vertebrates. They have brain, neurons, spinal cord, and highly developed coordination system. Highly developed. Let's write highly developed. This is only for coordination and vertebrates. Okay, these are the three comparisons that we have in our NCERT textbook. So we are learning these three. In insects, there is brain along with some ganglia, which is poorly developed. But coming to vertebrates, they have brain, they have neurons, they have spinal cord, and they have very highly developed nervous system in order for coordination. That's the thing you have to remember. Before moving further, we have a basic word which we see from our small time only, but let's see that definition. Haven't you heard this word in your small lower classes? Stimulus. Stimulus. And today I am going to tell you an interesting definition of stimulus. Interesting definition of stimulus. It is the innumerable bits of information present in our surroundings that our body can detect and react to it is called as stimulus. Understood? It is the innumerable bits. We have, for suppose my computer. Let's take my computer. My computer is 240 GB SSD and 1 TB HDD. So how many GB, how much GB? Let's take SSD only, we know GB. So we have 240 gigabytes of storage. Gigabytes of storage. We say as bytes or bits. So these stimulus are also same. They are the innumerable bits. They are innumerable bits present in our surroundings that our body can detect and react to it. If for suppose I poke my hand with a pen, ouch, I get hurt. This is because there is a stimulus which I applied with the pen nib onto my hand, so that the neurons, the sensory neurons present here on my skin, they transmit the data, they detect the data, they receive the data, they transmit the data into my brain, and my brain acts to that, and I remove my hand. Like that, when you put your hand on some hot thing, then also the same thing happens. We immediately remove our hand, or we immediately draw our hand back because of the stimulus mechanism happening in our CNS brain. Okay, that is called a stimulus. Let me write it. I hope innumerable bits. Bits of information present in the surroundings is called stimulus. Got the definition? Got it? Very well. Very well. Got it very well. Innumerable bits of information. That is called stimulus. You can say example. Feel, or you can say touch. You can feel the touch. Pain, sound, etc. These all are innumerable bits of data which are present. Now I am speaking with you. My voice is recording. When you play the recording, you can hear the sound because of that stimulus. My sound is an innumerable bit of data which is present in our surroundings, and our ears can detect it, and they send into our brain in order to transmit the information, in order to in order to make the information processed. And after that, what we have to do after hearing, the ears send the information into brain. Now brain transmits again the reactory. For my speaking, what we have to do? Yeah, we have to concentrate, we have to make notes while teacher is explaining. So that's what our brain does. It receives, it transmits, it receives, it reacts. If something acts, the brain reacts from our body itself, from our side of body. So that is called as stimulus, and that is how brain mechanism works. We'll be seeing more in these. And the neurons which are present in the sensory areas are called as receptors. We already know all these. The neurons present in the sensory areas are called as receptors. They receptor to something which is called as stimulus. They receptor to stimulus. Okay, that is called as stimulus. Now coming into the main topic and main focus of this chapter, that is human nervous system. I will only be giving an introduction for this, since we do not have time. Already I have crossed the time, 15 minutes. I will be giving only the small information. The nervous system. The human nervous system is also made up of neurons and nerves, and these all coordinate in order to maintain homeostasis of our body. And the conduction of nerve impulses is very fast when compared to the endocrine system. And the human nervous system is divided into two types. One, CNS, the central nervous system. It is a processor of our body. Processor. You can simply say the brain plus spinal cord. It is this CNS is more than the i9 processor of Intel. i9 12th gen processor of Intel. It is more than, it is fastest than everything. Any processor in the world cannot compete with human brain. And even robots also cannot compete with human brain. If you even make humanoid robots like the robot which is shown in the movie, it cannot carry the human emotions. It cannot carry any emotions that humans exhibit. So there was a power cut, and again I paused that, it again came, and by mistake the recording got saved. Yes, I am continuing from there. Yes, our brain has much more capacity than any other processor in the world, and it is, you can even say, it can store information about 100 libraries of books it can store. So that is how powerful our brain is. So that is the first part and the central processing unit of our nervous system. And the second part, it is called as PNS, peripheral nervous system. This is present, this central nervous system is present in the center of our body. See, this is your spinal cord. We have seen that in vertebral column, from the spinal foramen the spinal cord passes, or nerve canal, and that is your axial skeleton. Axial skeleton is nothing but it is in the center. It is lying in the mid ventral or mid dorsal side. So PNS is lying at the peripheral. So this is central, and from here the branches arise. These are peripheral nervous system, and they include nerves. We have two types of nerves again: afferent nerve, efferent nerve. Afferent and efferent. What is meant by afferent? So I will be talking it in the next lecture. I have no time here. We have done 20 minutes lecture here only. So these include the nervous system, nerves. PNS includes nerves, and CNS includes brain and spinal cord. If you if you compare CNS to the MCB board which is present in our homes, main, we call it as main switch, and then the PNS becomes the electrical wires that our every part, the lightings, fan, computer, these all the wires are is constituent of PNS. If you consider CNS as the MCB board or main, then the electrical wires are constituent parts of the PNS, and light and fans are the constituent parts of our body organs. Got it? So like that you have to compare everything. In this chapter we will be getting many classifications, so we have to compare each and everything. Okay, in the next lecture we will be talking about the classification of nerves in PNS, and then we will be moving on to, I hope if I am not wrong, the classification of nervous system and a neuron structure, a structure of neuron. We'll be talking about structure of neuron. Both will be completed in one session. That I will be taking on whiteboard. I have set up there the whiteboard and everything is ready. Only a lighting setup is remaining there. I will be making it today, and today evening itself I will be making a video. Okay guys, thank you. This is VAMSI signing off from BioLab, and if you like the video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel BioLab. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the session. Have a great day further.